Hello everyone. One of the things I love to do is to read, and I'm so inspired by what I've just read I want to share it with you. This is about a woman from Norway who ends up living in Fiji, and she ends up dying. It's not entirely unexpected, and of course there's things to do, so here we go. Her daughter wants Maya's coffin to be sent to Norway. She'll be buried at home in Reykjavik. The daughter wanted to jump on the first flight to Fiji, but Kat convinced her it was not necessary. We can arrange a transportation home from Nada, the capital. At first, Sina, one of the other women involved in all the story, doesn't know why Ateka looks relieved until she explains. Ateka is the Fijian woman, and she says, "It gives us time to have a regu-regu." Sina's never heard of this word before. Is that some kind of a funeral ceremony, she asks. Ateka thinks about it for a moment. It's more than that. It's saying goodbye. Sina has so many questions. Cremation is quite common in Norway. You don't do that here, do you? Ateka nods a little backwards nod. Not too often, but sometimes. The most important thing is that Madame Maya has a place with God, with the angels. It doesn't matter whether she goes in a coffin or in ashes. She's dreading it. She doesn't want her farewell to Maya to be something foreign and unfamiliar, an incomprehensible ceremony that feels alien. Sina's grief is restrained, almost wary, as if she has to protect Maya through this experience, even though she's dead. The regu-regu is indeed foreign and a bit strange, but not inappropriate, not frightening. Since Maya doesn't have her own family here, the mats are laid out at Kat's feet. It's Kat's home where she's been living all this time. Aquila has brought a big tanoa from his house for the carver ceremony. The little bowl that they keep on their own shelf is for decoration only. The porch fills up with people. A silent procession pours into the house and passes around the dining room where the coffin is laid. Billow after billow is drunk. Many kind words and prayers are said for Maya. Sina thinks of her daughter Evie, of the rest of the family in Norway, and of Maya's friends back home. They won't get to experience this. A crowded and heartfelt farewell from those who were there when her journey suddenly came to an end. Father Josefa, the priest, is about to lead everyone in a hymn in the living room, and Sina walks out to the porch. Her gaze is fixed upon the waves, and she doesn't notice Ateka until a hand takes hers. She jerks back, but she does not pull her hand away, not until the song in the house reaches its last verse, and Ateka sings along. And when at last the mists of time have vanished, and I in truth my faith confirmed shall see, upon the shores where earthly ills are banished, I will enter, Lord, to dwell in peace with thee. Something explodes inside Sina. Suddenly she's furious at the ridiculous lyrics of the hymn, and she tears her hand away in anger. "Dwell in peace," she shouts. "She didn't dwell in peace. She had a stroke and now she's dead." Ateka stops singing and doesn't answer. Just sits calmly with her hands folded in her lap until the hymn is finished. "Grief makes our thoughts dark, Madam Sina," she says when it grows quiet. "I don't know how they do it in your village, but here in Korotokotoka no one ever forgets. We will remember Madam Maya again in 4 days, and again in 10 days after that, and 100 days after that again, even if her body is somewhere else." Sina nods and her anger dissipates just as quickly as it came. She thinks of something she once heard Ateka say. "When you say something in Fijian, it belongs to you. Maybe that's how it is with grief as well, that you have to mourn in a way that your heart understands, so that your grief can find the right place to rest. When the Madam Mayor gets to go home to Norway, she begins, her daughter will be there to receive her, and there'll be our own kind of regu, a memorial service in their own village according to our custom. It's different from your way, but it's where everyone who wants to can come to say goodbye. Over to Ateka now. Can everyone speak and say what they want, she says. Say what they want? What does she mean? Yes, anyone who wants to can give a speech in remembrance. Ateka says again, can they ask for forgiveness and be forgiven in turn? Sina doesn't understand forgiveness. If they've been on bad terms with the deceased, you mean? Ateka sighs quietly. Sina gets impatient. What is this about? There can never be peace, Ateka says, slowly articulating each word, not for the departing and not for those who remain, if bad blood and harmful deeds are not resolved. Without one asking for forgiveness and the other forgiving, the departing one cannot leave, and the remaining one cannot say goodbye with their whole heart. And this comes from Pieces of Happiness by Anne Ostby. And thank you very much for those words. I find them very moving. Thank you.